Hi everyone, welcome back to another Red Dead 2 video. You may be wondering why am I looking at a journal, but I'll tell you I'll tell you guys. So basically, in my last episode, we've moved from chapter 2 to chapter 3, and before I want to progress with chapter 3 and do any missions, I want to read all of the journal entries from chapter 2 so we can have a recap of what happened and see Arthur's thoughts and Arthur's opinions on the missions that also went down, because he writes and he draws a lot of things about certain things that we haven't seen and we don't really think about. So it's nice to have another perspective on Arthur through his journal. That's why I'm looking at the journal, and that's what this video is going to be dedicated to. So let's just jump into it, I guess. So here he has drawn the camp that we saw in Horseshoe Overlook, which is quite nice. I love his drawings, like they're so good. And that's obviously from his perspective, from his tent, when he's just chilling, you know, resting and that. I'm guessing that this is Charles. I don't know why I said that. I don't know, it just looks like the hair is like Charles. I don't know, it could be John, could be anyone. So, finally, a thaw in this god-awful weather. We got off the mountain and rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Hosea seems to know the country a little. Ain't been much of a spring. Now holed up at a place called Horseshoe Overlook outside some dumpy little castle town name of Valentine. I freaking love Valentine. It's my favorite. It's a shame that we can't go back there now. Well, for now anyways. But yeah, I'm guessing that's my horse or someone's horse. I have no idea. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see that he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel happier in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess. Aw. Oh, this is the mission that we did with Uncle and Karen, Marybeth and Tilly. Nice drawing, and I like the U, so we know it's Uncle. Headed into Valentine with Uncle and the girls. Girls went scouting out for work whilst Uncle and I had a few drinks, and he explained more of his theories on existence and barefaced lies about his past. Things took a strange turn. Some fellas seemed to recognize me or us from Blackwater. Guess we had been holed up there for too long while Hosea and I scouted the job that never was. I chased the bastard. I wish we actually got to see what Arthur and Hosea got up to in Blackwater. I think everyone wants to know exactly what happened in Blackwater. So that's obviously the church in Valentine, and then it's continuous on the other page, but then he just gave up on this side. I think we've all been there. Oh yeah, so he chased him and he nearly fell off a cliff. I spared him and he gave me an ink pen. I hope I won't regret my leniency, but I reckon he got the scare of his life. Jimmy Brooks was his name. Ah. Did you save Jimmy or did you kill him? I saved him, clearly. Wild card. Oh my god, is that my horse? Is that Jorgen? What a cutie. And then that's a rabbit that I studied. I like the smudged fingerprints on. Can you see that? Like the smudge, it just shows that it's like, I don't know, it just makes it realistic, I guess. That's Hosea. And if you didn't know that's Hosea, there's a H right there. I love his drawings. Took a day off and went hunting with Hosea. He really seems to be getting his strength back a bunch. Although he was lucky not to die, as this big bear he'd been after turned on us. I thought when we were stuck up in the mountains that the cold and the misery would kill him, and we'd bury him like we buried Jenny and Davy. But he pulled through, and he'll live a while yet. So Arthur thought that Hosea could have died all the way back in chapter 1 in Coulter. That's interesting, I guess. Smudge! Every time I see a smudge, I'm just gonna do that. I love Dutch like a father, but in many ways I love Hosea even more. Same! I love Hosea more than Dutch. He's kind and fair and like a human being. Dutch is something else. This bear was also something else, size of a goddamn hotel. It was, and mean with it. That's nice, Arthur. Just compare a hotel and a bear, you know? It's the same size, you know what I mean? Oh wow, yeah, that definitely is the size of a hotel. Like, look at the size on that guy. Nice little shotgun. Colm O'Driscoll. Oh, this is when we took Kieran to the cabin, I'm guessing. Colm O'Driscoll slipped through our fingers once more, and I saw my own life slip through mine. That gentle buffoon we kidnapped up in the mountains took us to a cabin, aka Kieran. We were planning to kill Colm, but he had just gone elsewhere. We shot a bunch of his boys, and one that was about to end my life when Kieran shot him. This feud is bled out from Dutch and Colm's mutual hatred into a loathing that premates all of us and all of them. Still, I found quite a shotgun in the cabin. And that is quite a shotgun right there. Nice. And then, nice, we just got some ginseng right there. And then another smudge. Oh, God knows what that is. I don't know what that is either. Got into some god-awful fight in the town saloon. Bill started it. This is with Tommy, right? The bar fight, freaking love that. His wound's so tight about something, I reckon he'll start hitting himself soon enough. I was stopped from beating some big yokel to death by a local do-gooder. I could not tell if this made me pleased or real angry. The local crowd seemed to want to see blood, however. Afterwards, Dutch accosted me with old Hosea Trelawney, or Josiah Trelawney, sorry. Back and quite as slippery as confusing as ever. Oh yeah, because we don't really... Like, the gang seemed confused with Trelawney, like, all the time. Because he'll come and go. Exactly. He'll come and go again. No doubt he'll leave none of us any the wiser as to who or what he is. Isn't he like a magician? Because in online as well, he has like these magic tricks. But anyways. Trelawney told us that Sean had not been killed in Blackwater. There was a prisoner there, held by scalped hunters awaiting payment. Charles Smith, Javier and I met in Blackwater and rescued that loud-mouthed maniac before we'd even cut him free. From the tree, he was mouthing off at us. Oh yeah, this is when Sean was like hanging upside down. Javier said Blackwater is an impossible situation, and I guess I had better forget about all that money. Damn, there must be like loads of money. Like, I don't know, like 50,000 maybe more than 50,000. All them years wasted earning that stuff. Guess I'll never quite know what happened, but the upshot is we're on the run and known to more folks in authority than we would like. So they stayed in Blackwater for like years. Oh my god. Rockstar, give me a DLC about Blackwater, please. Valentine! That is a real nice drawing. That's the saloon right there. Well, that's the general store, but next to the general store is the saloon. Valentine. Went off drinking with Lenny! Oh, I love that mission. Thanks to my own peculiar genius for troubles when drunk, the evening did not go quite according to plan, but somehow neither of us got killed or arrested for murder. I mean, we got arrested, of course, but not for murder. At least I don't think it was for murder, because they let us out. Whole thing is a bit of a blur. Somehow I don't imagine that the saloon owner Valentine likes me very much after the mayhem I have caused there. Well, yeah, first you had a bar fight with Tommy, and now you just got drunk and got arrested, but it's okay. It's all fine and dandy. Nice. It's the saloon. Where's the almonds? Oh, the almonds. Nice. Ugh. Leopold Strauss. Disgusting. Herr Strauss is back lending money, and I'm back collecting it. The work mostly revolts me and shames me. Somehow robbing people honestly with a gun and fist is less repellent than robbing them fully in accordance with the law. It'll be the usual sort of desperados, sick farmers, pregnant maids, lovesick young men, and other dupes desperate enough and stupid enough to take Strauss's terms. A usurer's life may be a comfortable one, but it is foul work. So, like, Arthur never liked collecting the money, but he kind of had to do it anyway, I guess. I love how it says Strauss down there. That's great. I went to call in alone. Some farmer, a local do-gooder. Think I'd seen him in Valentine before when I was fighting that big fella. He begged and coughed and spluttered, and I beat him half to death. Such is life, such is the world. His boy looked at me like I was a devil, and perhaps for him, I was. The whole thing confused me. Maybe that's wrong. The whole thing revolted me and my part. These sad, desperate bastards, their silly expectations of life, and their total reality, the unkindness of existence. I can handle that just fine, but I do not love it, nor those who try to make things otherwise, I guess. Yeah, this is him just saying that he doesn't like it and his experience with Downs' family. Aw, cute dog! Studied that. This looks like Emerald Ranch, is it? Yeah, it is. Hosea and I went robbing, just like in the old days. A father and son, pair of clowns, at some farmhouse. Stole a wagon, sold it to some rat. Nice, Arthur. Compared the guy to a rat. That's great. Hosea had met at some odd place called Emerald Ranch. What goes on there I cannot tell, but this little purchaser of stolen goods had us go rob his own family. Even by my standards, that was law. But the father and his son were robbed was proof that God makes mistakes sometimes. That's a cute little drawing of Emerald Ranch. I like how he had to do a close-up of the windmill. Oh, that's nice. Oh, bison! Hell yeah. Hosea performed brilliantly as some kind of huckster selling restorative care to crooks' backs. Whole thing was utterly ridiculous and brilliant. I love any mission that Arthur and Hosea have to go on. Like, it's just so precious. That's a cool eagle. Oh, Abigail and Jack. Took young Jack out fishing as a favour to Abigail many years ago before she fell so hard for that fool Marston. Perhaps I should have married her. You should have. I think a part of me has always thought that. Yet. God damn you, Mary. So, like, he wanted to marry Abigail, but Mary was involved? Or he was like, no, I can't marry Abigail because she loves John, sorry. But, okay, whatever, it's complex. Jack is a good boy, a dreamer, a boy with a mama who loves him. I wonder if he will find what we seek, peace and truth away from all this nonsense and lies, if that is what we still seek. Not that that's a new development, not sure I know myself anymore. Interesting. Sometimes I'm not sure Dutch does. As we fished, a couple of Pinkerton agents appeared. Milton was one of them. I forgot the other fella's name. They knew all about me. There's a new turn of events. Apparently there's $5,000 on my head alone. After Blackwater, or maybe before, it seems we may be in real trouble. I just don't know. So he's already, like, having doubts from Horseshoe. Dutch didn't seem too worried, but I am beginning to have some doubts. Yep, literally what I just said. As to this wisdom in his indifference. Because in the cutscene, after you came back from fishing, he was like, well, what do we do now? And then Dutch is like, I say we do nothing. But Arthur's kind of like, we should have moved. Because, as you saw when we were traveling to chapter 3 with Charles, he tells them that the Pinkertons caught up with him and told, like, Arthur that they killed Mac in front of Jack and all this kind of stuff. And then that's when Arthur says, from that part, that's when we should have moved. So, yeah. Those are the cutest little sheeps I think I've ever seen in my life. I think I may have met a witch or a woman who wanted to be one. Oh yeah, this is the witch Easter egg. If you want to know where it is, I'll show you right now. She's up here. Yeah, she's up here. So, West Elizabeth, Wallace Station. She's up in this little corner. It's a cool little Easter egg thing. I thought it was cool. Met a strange man, thought he was a prophet, blind. Oh, I love the blind man. His fortunes, literally, it's just totally foreshadowing. It's great. And then this is Clement's Point, chapter 3. Woof. So we've recapped on chapter 2. We're fresh and ready to go into chapter 3. If you guys have liked this kind of video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here for more Red Dead 2 content and gaming videos. And I will see you all with the first mission in chapter 3. Bye, guys.